Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to my predictions of what's going to happen at tonight's Money in the Bank pay-per-view. I was going to do this with a friend of mine and have a discussion, but due to computer issues I can't do that, so I just do it by myself. Okay, the first match I'm going to review, because I have no idea what order they're going to be in, is going to be the Summer Rae vs Layla match with Fandango as special guest referee. My predictions for this match is it's going to be a no contest, with Summer Rae getting the upper hand, but Fandango then going off with Layla. I don't think it's going to be an particularly exciting match, but hey, there's got to be some mid-carders in there. The next match is Rusev vs Big E. My prediction for this match is Rusev's going to win. I don't think it's going to be a very long match. I just think it's just a match to get him ready so they can feed him to Cena. So Cena can be the superhero, and yeah, but I don't think this match is going to be very exciting, but we'll see. Next, Paige versus Naomi for the Divas Championship. I predict that Paige is going to walk off with the victory, but I also predict that this will be the end of the Funkadactyls. After, I believe it was Monday Night Raw, I don't see Cameron and Naomi sticking together for too much longer. Probably to promote Total Divas, but I don't know. But Paige for the win, I think. Next is Goldust and Stardust versus Rybaxel. I think that this could go one of two ways, which is obvious as it's a one-on-one tag team match, but either they're trying to put over Stardust and make that an actual thing, or this is just another little step on the breakup between the Rhodes brothers. I think they're actually going to try and make it a thing, so I'm going to put Goldust and Stardust over. That's my prediction. The next match is another tag match, but this time for the tag team titles. It's the Usos versus the Wyatt family. I reckon that it's gonna be an Usos win, retaining the titles. I like the Wyatt family, although I'm not liking their new entrance music. I will have to say that. I get the whole world in his hands thing, but for me that's more of a Bray Wyatt thing. Not that I would like it on him either, but I would stick to the Bray Wyatt thing, entrance music for the whole family. I really like that entrance music, but as for the match, I'm saying Usos victory and not much else happening. Next is the Money in the Bank contract ladder match. This will be against Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose, Bad News Barrett, RVD, Dolph Ziggler, Kofi Kingston and Jack Swagger. Now my predictions is I think the ones that will be most entertaining in this match will be between Kofi Kingston and RVD, as usually the high flyers work best in these matches, but I think I'm going to give the edge to RVD with his extreme edge. That being said, who do I think will win the contract? Well, the obvious choices are the two members of the Shield, or the former members of the Shield I should say, but I don't see it happening. Of course, the person I think will win is Bad News Barrett. But that being said, earlier on in the week he suffered an injury, so it's not 100% certain that he will be in the match. So that begs the question. Probably Seth Rollins, I think. Triple H's golden boy, assuming that Bad News Barrett isn't. Bad News Barrett is my number one choice, but if he can't compete and he doesn't get replaced and the replacement is the winner, then I'm gonna say Seth, yeah. But I'm not 100% on that one, I will say. And finally we come to the main event for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Now, how long do you reckon it's going to be until they drop the World Heavyweight Championship bit? This match will be between Roman Reigns, John Cena, Randy Orton, Bray Wyatt, the US Champion Sheamus, Cesaro, Alberto Del Rio, and Kane. Now, the problem with this match is, as I said in the last one, the High Flyers usually are the best in a Money in the Bank ladder match, or in a ladder match in general. But the closest thing to a High Flyer in this match is Alberto Del Rio, and I wouldn't consider him a High Flyer, so this match will be interesting. As who will win, the favourite to win it is Roman Reigns, but after Monday Night Raw, where he was the last man standing, and as everyone knows, the last man standing on the Go Home show never wins. Not to mention, I think it's too early for Roman Reigns to win the title. I do see him being the next face of the company, but right now, I think he needs to put himself as a solos competitor first. Kane, no. Please WWE, I know no one in the WWE is watching this, but please drop the demon from the Demon Kane. It's stupid. He's Kane, damn it. Sheamus, I don't see him winning. Alberto Del Rio, no. Cesaro would be interesting, but I think it's about time he gets a lowercase championship, like an Intercontinental, or more likely, I think him fighting Sheamus for the US title would be a good one. Bray Wyatt, I don't see him winning either. So basically this means my predictions has come down to John Cena or Randy Orton. Between them two, I don't want either of them to win it, to be fair. But there was a leak earlier of the SummerSlam poster where it was John Cena and Brock Lesnar looking like it was their match. They were the ones fighting in the main event at SummerSlam. So this has got the most predictions that he will win and fight Brock Lesnar for the championship. That's how most people see that. How I'm choosing to see that is he's not winning the titles, because I want Brock Lesnar to win the championship and then lose it at WrestleMania. But with his contract the way it is, I can't see a champion that only appears twice in 6 months. Never going to happen. So he needs someone to fight, and if that person is Cena, that means I think Randy Orton will win the Money in the Bank ladder match for the titles. Plus, I don't want Cena to beat Ric Flair's belt count. At the moment he's at 14 titles. If he won tonight, then that would put him to 15, so that's one away for a joint for Ric Flair, and nah. Plus, please, John Cena heel turn needs to be done. John Cena's style. I'm not in the camp that Cena sucks, but John Cena's style. He needs a character adjustment, no pun intended. Okay, and that's my Money in the Bank predictions. Sorry that it's just me who seems to be reading off the list and going through it. As I said, I was planning to have it a bit more entertaining with a bit more to and froing, but computer issues, what you're gonna do. So if you like these predictions, please like, favourite and subscribe. If you have any predictions of your own, please put them down in the comments. I'd love to read them. And I am the Food. Thanks for listening.